Hey, just a short video to talk about the internet and how people react to each other's comments. And we live in an age of indifference or people that get very much on the defensive right away and they see the internet as a battlefield and not as something that you can actually learn from. So I was watching this podcast about root canals and stuff. Doesn't really matter what the topic is, but it was, about medical procedures being done in the mouth. And this is addressed to an audience of all ages. So not just for one generation, but also older people, especially those, because these people have had a lot of root canals done, I think. So those two guys were wearing their baseball caps backwards. So my first comment that was actually liked a few times was, well, guys, if you would also dress the part. Who wears baseball caps backwards as grown men? Especially with a controversial topic, you like to be taken seriously. Just a little bit of advice for next time. Smiley. Well, this, I will call him Mr. Triggered. Don't judge a book by its cover. What does his look have to do with good info? You're saying this to make yourself feel good because you have a mouthful of root canals. Me, like, no root canals here. Smiley thumbs up. But I prefer a man who dress well and show they care because they want to be taken seriously. Mr. Triggered says, right. Personally, I don't bottom up to my neck either on my shirts. I wasn't commenting on him. I was commenting on the two guys on the podcast. And then he says, I don't even wear colored shirts. Again, who cares what they are wearing? They are merely conveying a message that anyone is free to do their own research. Yeah, I totally agree. People can do their own research. But if you want to be taken seriously, you don't sit there with like a bum, you know? So it's like me, I answered, like a job interview, you dress to make a good impression out of respect for the boss. Ask your mom what she'd prefer you to wear for an important meeting. Then he says, my mom's dead, laughing out loud. I'm well aware. I don't need to critique two guys on YouTube who are sharing some info. Now me again. Your way of reacting is very inappropriate. Take some good advice and be grateful in life. Never laugh about someone's passing, especially not your mom's. Have some human dignity. Oh my god. Well, this triggered this guy a lot. This is, will you stop? Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I don't need your advice. But I didn't give him any advice. I gave the two men advice that gave the podcast. You know, why do people take everything so personal and they get this aggressive like this? You know, what's wrong these days with people? And I think that's the problem with internet is be kind to each other, please. And, consider it as great advice and just say thank you if you agree or not and just go on with your day. Don't let it trigger you like this. You don't need to show your real nature that you don't dress well. I don't care what you wear. You can wear whatever you want. But I just think if you make a podcast that is addressed to an audience and you want to be taken seriously, especially something controversial, then you have to dress the part. Just out of respect. That's it. That's all I said. But apparently I'm not allowed to say anything. If people can make a comment how someone can improve their podcast, I think you should be grateful for that and, maybe try better. And I think everybody can always improve on anything. And I think my advice was very valid. And I think a lot of people would agree. Otherwise, my comment wouldn't have been liked. So, yeah. Anyways, just wanted to say this and wish you a nice day. Bye.